out there keeping up with the NBA top players list. We left off at number 20, the greatest players of all time, my opinion, of course. We down to number 19, and I'm not going to waste no time with it. I call him Zeke, because that's what they called him. Isiah Thomas, the Hall of Famer Isiah Thomas, played for the Detroit Pistons, the leader of the bad boy Pistons. Learned that bad boy mentality from none other than Bob Knight at Indiana. Zeke, one of the greatest point guards of all time, no question about it. He was a floor general, a scorer. He was a leader, heart and soul of his squad. Probably the best guy 6'2" and under to ever play the game of basketball. He right there in the same conversation as Allen Iverson for pound best players to ever play the game. He was a champion 2 times over, back to back, during an era where you had the rise of the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan, Showtime Lakers with Magic Johnson, and of course the Boston Celtics with Larry Bird. Made it real hard during that time for him to get an MVP, Isiah Thomas. One thing that's missing off his resume, but again, that's real tough when you got Mike, Magic, and Bird playing in the same era, and we ain't even got to Jabbar, Moses Malone, and other players that were dominant during the time Isiah played. But what he did do is become one of the only during that time to say he beat Michael Jordan. He beat, and I'm talking in playoff series, he beat Magic Johnson. He beat Larry Bird. He did this. And you can make the argument those teams that those people had were at least as good, if not better. Isiah in his prime, he's a multiple-time All-NBA standout. He would get after you defensively. He could, while he was a floor general, he could take over the game and just be a scoring point guard before there was a name for that. And this is a guy who had to develop his jump shot. He didn't come in the league with a crisp jump shot, but he got better over time. He worked on it. In my opinion, you can make the argument he's got the best handle of all time. You're not taking the pill from Isiah, whether he's standing on 2 feet, he on one leg hobbling, or he down on the ground. Isiah got that thing on a string. This guy was the MVP of the finals in one of the seasons he played. And like I said, he was, for a guy his size, feared like guys that were 6'7", 6'8" during his time. And he's number 19 on my list. Now, number 18. Number 18, we talking about none other than Giannis Antetokounmpo. Playing right now, the Greek Freak. Yes, he's a top 20 player. Now, he's listed at the power forward, and by those standards, I would have to say he's probably the second best power forward of all time. Haven't got to the best one on my list yet. But he's more like a hybrid forward. His game sometimes resembles more of a small forward and a slasher. But then he's got the power game to get down there like a center. He gets guys involved. In his heyday, which is pretty much still happening, Giannis is good for like 28 to 30 a game. He gonna get you like 11 to 13 boards, 5 assists. He's playing D. He's a 7-time All-NBA standout, 5 times on the defensive team All-NBA. Defensive Player of the Year, all the while being a 2-time league MVP and a finals MVP, which means he's a champion. And boy, did he show out in the NBA Finals. Giannis's biggest weakness is his jump shot. You want to give him the 3. You want to give him the mid-range, really. But can you stop him from getting to the cup? Whether he already down there, he beating you on the break with or without the ball in his hand. He jumping over you, around you. Giannis going to find a way to get to his spots and get his buckets. And he's a dominant force, one of the most dominant forces I've seen in my lifetime, right in that same category as like a Shaquille O'Neal. So Giannis Antetokounmpo is my number 18 in the top 60 of all time. Now, outside of that, we go down to number 17. And I already mentioned his name in comparison with Isaiah Thomas, and the fact that one of the reasons Isaiah couldn't win a league MVP during his time. Moses Malone was playing. Moses Malone, my number 17 pick all time, was a man amongst boys out there the way he got on those boards. In his prime, he gets you like 14, maybe 17 boards a game, all the while getting you 25 to 30 points a game. Complete domination. When he went from Houston to Philly, it shifted the balance of power in the NBA at that point in time. Got Dr. J his ring in the NBA, even though Doc had already had some jewelry from the CBA at the time. So Moses Malone, again, one of the all-time great players. He dominated in an era when there was other great centers, so it was tough to be the best center. And he had flashes where you could argue who was better between him and, say, a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So Moses, make sure you respect him. Make sure you remember him. He is an 8-time All-NBA standout. He's been on the all-defensive All-NBA team a couple times. He's a complete stud and a leader. And that's my number 17. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know who you're looking for. J Heat Sports Media. And I'm coming at y'all with that fire as always. Make sure you subscribe, and you know where to find me. YouTube, Instagram, X, and TikTok.